I don't remember who recommended this book to me. However, this is a great book. We're going to talk about this in a minute. So, how's everybody doing out there in podcast land? Y'all woke? Where you at? I don't see nobody. Oh, I think they locked the chat up when I got some real good news. The chat is locked up, unaccessible. That's what they tell me. I just got to the introduction of this book, and I'm going to tell y'all something. This is going to be a great read. This is going to be a great read. I'm going to read a little for you, okay? I'm going to read you about a page or two, okay? This is an introduction. If you cannot outsmart reality, then you always feel like you are a step behind where you want to be in life. I assume is how you feel. Unfortunately, this is how the masses live, forever wishing they were in another reality without realizing that they are simply losing a game for which they weren't given the rules. Imagine playing a game of chess without knowing how all the pieces move. How about that reality check? This is why we the reality check podcast, because we show you the real reality. And this is gonna be the mantra of my book. Outsmarting reality. Whoa. Were we made for each other or what? My channel is Reality Check, and this book is Outsmarting Reality. Exactly, because your reality is what you want it to be. Whether you realize this or not, this is another version of you that you spiritually created. Listen, that desires nothing more than to remain the same at any cost, even to your own detriment. I think I need to read that again. The masses live forever wishing they were in another reality without realizing that they are simply losing a game in which they weren't given the rules. Imagine playing a game of chess without knowing all the pieces moves, how the pieces move. That's talking about the rules of game, the rules of the game. Whether you realize this or not, there is another version of you that you spiritually created that desires nothing more than to remain the same at any cost, even to your own detriment. And I know the name of that other self that's being spoken of. That's the lower self. It don't want you to improve yourself. It wants to stay right where it's at, even to your own detriment. The word reality may be in the title of this book, but the truth is, it's just you. Like I said, you are your reality. Until you can make sense of you, then nothing in your reality will make sense. For reality is no more than what you are. You and your reality are one. There's no separation between you, but the unawareness of this unity is the source of your disharmony. Hello. I don't mean hello. That's a curse word. I want to tell you, listen, you and your reality are one. There's no separation between you, but the unawareness of this unity is a source of your disharmony. Now we're talking about natural law. In the Hebrew, you will say it like this: Aleph Lamet Dalet, which means as above, so below, as within, so without. Unity is the key. In other words, what's inside you is a reflection of what's outside you. You create your reality. Until you can make sense of you, then nothing in your reality will make sense. For reality is no more than what you are. Oh, this is going to be a good read. Now, this brings me to the sole purpose of this book, which is to get you to give yourself your desired reality before the world gives it to you. If you're not working on your reality, hey, you're going to get somebody else's reality. Whatever it is you desire to be in life, you need to become it before the world proves it to you. I don't believe you should be worried about enlightenment, opening your third eye, ancient civilization, the true origin of humanity, bloodlines, 5G, psychic abilities. If you're struggling to pay your bills or worse, wishing your reality was different. Say that again. The whole purpose of this book is to get you to give yourself your desired reality before the world gives it to you. Yeah, a lot of y'all living in somebody else's reality, like a movie, a show that you didn't have nothing to do with in the production of it, but you participating in it as if it's yours. For example, they give you the names slave or black, which is the same, and you call yourself black. Yeah, etonym that means degraded, uncivilized. I'm talking about the legal definition. No savage, no standing in law, and you gladly call yourself that because that's the reality painted for you. So you playing in another person movie that was it's not funny really. You starting a movie that you didn't even create. And your lower self is gonna tell you this is the best place to be. You don't believe that old man. He don't know what he's talking about. They don't know that whatever you desire to be in life, you need to become it. Or the world gonna prove to you that you don't need to become nobody different. You're good right where you are. They're gonna prove it to you if you don't change. Yourself, your lower self is gonna tell you, I don't believe you should be worried about enlightenment. Who worried third eye opening? That's a bunch of crap. Who worried about ancient civilizations? The true origin of humanity. Oh, that's hogwash. Bloodlines. We're not worried about none of that stuff. I got to pay my bills, man. What you talking about? That's my reality. You may not be that extreme. This book is if you're not in your desired reality, then what is the point? I mean, what's the point of reality? You're working on somebody else's. Big wrong answer.